Good evening, Judge Whitehead. My name is Bridget Williams. I'm a third year evening student. I'll be graduating in April of next year, in year 2021. I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Clark Atlanta University that I received many years ago. After graduating, my first job out of undergrad was a parole officer, and I did that for about 5 years. And then I decided it was time for me to go to law school. So I left Atlanta and went back home to Miami to go to law school. I went to University of Miami I did a year of law school at University of Miami, and after my first year, I got a fellowship at the PD's office in the juvenile division of the PD's office there. Absolutely loved it and decided I knew that that's what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to be a public defender, but I also knew that going to University of Miami, being a public defender wouldn't allow me to pay back the loans I had to take out to go to University of Miami. So I decided to move to Orlando to go to FAMU. That was back in 2005. And FAMU had just got started, so I was like, I'll transfer there and it'll be less money. Moved to Orlando and was here for 6 months and then got engaged to my longtime boyfriend who was still in Miami. Got engaged after 6 months, got married a year later. A year after that, had a child. And so at that point, I'm like, I didn't want to come to law school and miss all my child's first. I wanted to see her take her first step and all the things that babies do. And so I decided to delay going to law school. But by the time I decided to go back, I could no longer transfer. I had to start all over because I came to law school. I started law school when my daughter was 8 years old. But I never gave up on my goal of becoming a lawyer, but it was definitely delayed. So I'm now in my third year, and even though I've taken business classes and I work in the employment law department for Wyndham, there is nothing that has altered my path of wanting to be a criminal attorney, probably a criminal defense attorney. I think ideally, I would love to ultimately become either a judge or work for something like the Innocence Project or something like that because there's just something about helping people who can't afford a great attorney and to fight for them. I would love to be able to zealously fight for people who are wrongfully convicted, or to give people, as a judge, at least to give people a fair trial that sometimes I think they don't receive with some judges. So that's how I got here. It's been a long path, but now that I'm here, I'm glad it's almost over. And I think I'm going to either start at the PD's office or the state attorney's office. I haven't made that decision yet, but I'll practice there for at least a few years and then see how that goes. If I love it enough to stay, I will. Otherwise, I'll continue my career in criminal law, but maybe just in a different location. I don't necessarily see myself going into private practice, but who knows? I first have to get my bar license and get some experience behind me. I think that's about everything. I took this class because I love trial work. Like I grew up watching not trial work, but I just like watching trials, court TV, anytime I can watch a trial, I do. And so this class is something that I knew I wanted to take, am very interested in, and I know it can only help me in the career path I plan to take. I think that's pretty much all. I'm very interested in taking this class. I just really hate that it has to be online because I know that there are some things we just can't get virtually. But if you offer this class, if you offer an advanced trial practice in the fall or following spring, I would love to take that as well because anytime I can get an opportunity to practice trial advocacy, I look forward to it. So I think that wraps it up. That's everything about me. And I look forward to seeing you Wednesday. Have a good evening. Bye.